Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome back to the Shadow and Sun Show. Today, we will be doing the showcase for this month.
That's right, folks. If you've been following along, you notice we've been doing a High Seas Adventures month of crafts and reviews. Well, maybe not reviews. The Siege of the Citadel didn't really count. That was a leftover from last month. But we want to show you all the crafts that we did. We had a lot of fun. A lot of these were pretty challenging this time. But, you know, we pushed through it. We had a lot of fun. Hope you guys did too. I'd love to see what you guys did. But let's start with this guy's little friends.
Okay, then.
We have not one, not two, three. The other one came over here. Our sharks and orcas that we whipped up for you guys. They were pretty easy. It's a fun little craft. You definitely can use these anytime you're at sea for your adventuring games, your adventuring parties. They turned out pretty nice. What do you think?
I'm sweating.
Yeah, that mask and outfit must be pretty brutal in this weather. It's about 110 outside, and the little guy, you know, likes to go all out. You want to bring out the big guy?
Yes.
Okay, you slide those over. So
Is that the dog? No, it's not the dog. It's the mouse.
Slide them over so they can still get a good look at him. Here's the king of them all. He turned out really good, I think. He wasn't as hollow as I thought, but I still had to use some power tools on it. Definitely the scariest sea monster I can think of. If you can wait a second till he comes back around and get a good shot at those teeth, he has just got a mouth full of teeth. Looks like 4 rows of teeth. And his beady little eyes just waiting to chomp on anything that comes along. Look at that bad boy. Money well spent, time well spent.
Looks pretty good. I wish the waves could have been a bit better.
Yeah, it was hard to get the hot glue to stand up tall
without just falling over.
Yeah,
falling, which is really annoying. Happened to me a few times.
We'd love to find like a hair dryer that blows cold air. That would be ideal for this situation.
But I don't know if that's your thing.
Yeah, I don't know if that's even a possibility. And of course, there's a few little spider webs that we'll continue to find, because this does make quite a few spider webs doing this technique. We used this technique with the hot glue and the clear coat and the white dry brushing on almost all of the projects for the month. Let's move on to the ship.
Okay, the ship. Yeah.
Turned out pretty good.
A lot better than we thought it would be. You
know, I've discovered that I'm not a big fan of working with cocktail stir sticks and popsicle sticks.
I kind of like it.
I pushed through it. The stairs were the hard part. The whole time, the whole time I just winged it. You know, I made each step one at a time, and I know there's probably a better way to do it, but I don't have the technical knowledge to do it. But I think from a distance, they look like stairs. They look like they work. My favorite part is the captain's wheel up here. Those little gears really turned out to be a godsend. I was watching River World on Pluto TV last week, and they had a really interesting captain's wheel that actually had several wheels. As you notice, it's actually made up of 3 different gears. And I noticed that on that particular version of River World, on the Go for Broke, I think was the name of the ship.
I didn't watch it.
Yeah, it was like 4 o'clock in the morning.
But
it actually had 2 sets of wheels. You used one, but the other one was part of the pulley system. And believe it or not, let's see if we can pull this off without. You can actually go inside the captain's or the crew's quarters. We didn't dress it up yet. We were running short on time, and we didn't.
Also, we didn't really know.
Yeah, I didn't know what to put in there. You know, I didn't even do the other side of the door, which, you know, is not a big deal. I can fix that. But yeah, I was tempted to just make it so that you can't go inside, but with a little ingenuity and a little bit of work, I was
Not
able.
that hard.
It wasn't as hard as I thought it would be, and I think it's
Did that wrong?
yeah, I know it's turning, and I don't want to break anything on accident by pushing too hard or something. It was definitely worth the extra effort to make it so that you can go inside. I wish there was a way I could have made the below decks, but the ship really isn't that big, and the mast and sail do come out for storage, but we didn't do the sails because when cutting this fabric, I just couldn't get a clean cut, and there was no way to sew the edges to make it look nice and tight. So I just did what WizKids did and bundled it up. And
Even though I think we can do it later.
yeah, I have enough materials where I can actually make a second mast and sails so that I don't have to untie this, and that way I can just swap it out if it was really necessary. But, you know, for gameplay, I could see it getting in the way if you got your miniatures. Which reminds me, you want to go get Bill?
Sure.
You know where he is? Behind everything?
Yes.
Maybe anybody else you want to bring to for the final scenes. While he's doing that, I'm going to put this off to the side. We also want to come up with a name for this. My tentative name for this particular ship would have been the Seahorse, mostly because I have some plastic seahorses I could have mounted down here at the keel, the front of the ship. That or a mermaid, which is usually traditional, but I actually couldn't find a mermaid to the right size. I suppose I could make one out of a female miniature and some sort of fish, maybe even a seahorse or something, and mount it here. But if you guys have come up with a name you think would be better, let us know. We'd like to keep it in line with, we could have called it the Orca or the Great White or something like that. Go ahead and pop the miniatures on the ship. Just put them on the ship. Just Bill and Pax, huh? You didn't want to bring anybody else?
I can find anyone else.
You can find Hurley? She's always there. Okay, well, let's move on to the big one.
Not the other one first?
You want to do the dragon first?
Oh, I thought that's the one you were doing first.
Yeah.
Okay.
Well, because we're doing them in order, right?
Yes.
Okay. This might be a little difficult to manage. I'm definitely going to have to stand up for this. Let's move that way out of the way.
Move everything else just a bit further.
And here she is in all her glory. I knew that was going to happen.
What?
The chandelier is actually in the way.
Oh. Yeah.
Let me turn this on. I'm going to go, well, let me turn all the lights on and then you can. Oh, it's right here. Is that light even on?
Hmm?
No, the light keeps turning itself off for some reason.
I'll go turn the lights off.
And it stopped on the boat. That's our volcanic island. We'll pop the secret door open and hit the volcanic light and get that way down in there. Everything's got a very specific way to go in there. Oh, that looks good. But this light is not turning on.
Just give it to me.
Here we go.
Working.
It's working.
And it turns up. Oh, no, it doesn't.
Yeah, it does. It keeps turning off. I don't know what's wrong with this.
Should have tested in the fuel. Be a bit better if it was darker though.
Yeah, we wanted to.
Should have waited. Why isn't it staying?
Because it's got to go in just right.
Yeah, we might have wanted to do something about the chandelier. Just not putting it on.
There you go. Get a nice, good shot of the smokestack. Then we'll turn the lights back on. See what you guys think of that. so we can get. Go ahead and turn the lights back on so she can. Get a little bit better view of all the paint jobs.
You didn't have the nest?
What?
Did you not have the nest? You didn't have the nest?
Oh yeah, I haven't done that yet. You're right. Well, when it comes around, I'll show. There's this little spot that I want to put a nest. Oh, it's right back here. Coming around over here, you'll see there's a little indentation.
There's actually quite a few.
But there's one that's perfect right. Where is it?
It's right there.
Oh, right here? No?
No. Right
Did I miss it?
Yeah.
Oh, right here. We're going to put a little bird's nest in there, just so it's, not so depressing.
But you forgot.
Yeah, I totally forgot that one. Hope you guys enjoyed this one. This was definitely. Did you notice the waves? That was, believe it or not, that was about 20 hours of work to get the hot glue to do that.
So you think that you spent a whole day just on that?
Oh, easily.
Whole day worth of time just on
Well,
that?
it was not all at once.
Yeah, maybe you should have made it so taller. We should have put it a bit spot that's a bit different. Because yeah, that chandelier is kind of the maintenance bit.
Okay, let's give one last pass up the stairs. Little guy did an excellent job on the stairs. I was really proud of him. All the way to the top. And when it comes around to the very top, I'm going to take it off and put Mr. Dragon on board.
We did not do any extra credit, mainly because we didn't have
we just didn't have the time.
And also because either one of these months, I don't remember which one it was, we did around 15 extra credit works.
Yeah.
4, I think.
Okay, let's. But yeah, I think it turned out pretty neat.
You're gonna mention the thing?
What
Thing in front of the bridge?
the door?
Yes.
Yes, he did a fantastic job on the door. It turned out great. It's actually my favorite part of the whole project.
That door?
Yeah, I really like. I really like the dock. It turned out good. The stairs were excellent too, but I think the door really shows all its character of the whole project.
Mm. Also, I wouldn't even recommend trying to figure out what it says.
Oh yeah.
Even though it does say something, but.
The little guy's got his own secret language, and he's the only one who knows how to decipher it. I don't even know what it says.
To be honest, I don't even know either.
Oh, okay.
I barely know.
Okay, let's let it spin one time back around, so I can put it off to the side, and then we'll show off the dragon in all his glory.
And next month, I'll probably do around 7 extra credits.
Go off to the side.
But still, I'm not off to the side.
Well, now here he is.
Right.
Frere, I'm going to turn the light on for this. Even though we actually made our own little light stand here, so that when he's not on this big turntable, he was quite a bit of work. The lightning bolts, I discovered a new tool when I was shopping this weekend called a hot knife, and I wish I would have had
a knife that's hot.
It's an electrified knife that heats up, and I wish I would have had it when I was doing this, because I had to use the old-fashioned method of a candle and an X-Acto knife, which ruined the blade, of course. But I had to cut out each and every single lightning bolt. Even when I did so, one of the lightning bolts cracked. I was able to fix it. You can't tell which one it is. Even I don't remember which one it is, but this plastic is very unforgiving. It was easier to cut out the tail or the body and the legs and things like that, but these lightning bolts are just so thin that if you look at them wrong, they just snap off the sprue. It's just very, very difficult. But now we're gonna show you the little stand we made. We used a blue tea light. Let's see if I can balance this just right. And I think it actually looks a lot better with the blue tea light than the regular light. But it was definitely worth all of the effort, but there is a steep learning curve on this one. Be very careful with those lightning bolts. Even trying to cut around the plastic, it's just quicker and safer and easier to just go right in with a hot knife and gently cut off each of those sprue lines or those sprue connection points one at a time, very, very, very slowly and carefully. Do not rush it. It is just too prone to snap and break. I love this plastic, don't get me wrong. If you do it right, as you see, we did it right. It came out great, but...
Turn the light off. Oh.
Here, let me see that. And you can see the neon that we did put on this guy.
I'm not sure if you can because of them turning off so fast. You can't even notice, but...
His face is the high point. Oh, I do. Now you can see the eyes. Oh my goodness. When the light's off, you really can't see the eyes. But they they are pretty spooky when the neon light hits them. Let's see if you can see that. Can you see his face?
I think you're covering it. That looks really good.
Yeah.
Looks better on camera because it doesn't get stained purple.
But this is, you know, like the little guy said, at first this was not my favorite dragon.
It was your least favorite. Said it to me multiple times.
And now it's definitely up there. It's definitely in the top 3. When I hit the lights and we can make a scene and call it a night.
Oh, yeah. Well, maybe I might have done this too early, but whatever.
I'm going to let the camera get one last good pass with this one. The little stand I made is using some of those glass rods from the winter episodes we did with the crystal formations, and I had just a little bit of those glass rods left to make his perch look like, you know, he's standing on crystal. He's a little off center at the moment.
You should have tried to make it clear, but we didn't really know.
Yeah.
I mean, we could have done it a similar way we made the ice lines, but that might not have worked.
Yeah, I don't think it would have. I needed some, because I had to disguise the tea light and make it the right diameter, so I just used some paper clay to wrap around the tea light. And let's take this guy off here, and I'll put him over here, and get the spin table out of the way, and let the little guy make a nice little scene for you all before we say goodnight. Maybe have the boat docked up in front. Sharks chomping at the...
I'll open this a bit more.
I measured the dock so that it would fit the Falling Star, not this ship, so it looks like they got a little bit of a steep climb to get up onto the dock, but they're adventurers. I'm sure they're used to climbing. Where'd you go, sport?
Over here. really tell if any of them are finished because it's dark, but
I'll get Mog into the action. Mog just fell off the boat. He does that a lot though. Didn't he do that in the last game?
what?
Did Mog fall off the boat last game?
I don't remember the thing about.
When you fought the dragon turtle?
I don't remember that now. You know, I still don't know why that's a thing. Ooh.
Dragon turtle?
Yeah. I still don't know.
Probably just.
I still don't know who thought of that.
I don't know, it's one of my favorite monsters of all time. One of these days we will make a dragon turtle. We just need to find the right shell. What do you think, Sport? That work?
Yeah. It does. So.
That's our Sunday show-off show,
I guess
folks.
That's it for
Tonight, we had a lot of fun. Hope you guys did too. Hope you guys are staying cool and join us Tuesday where we begin a brand new month of more high
pretty
season.
much the exact same thing, but
Well, there's a twist.
Whatever.
There's a twist. We have a lot more nautical themed crafts and reviews ready for you guys. Hope you guys join us Tuesday and have a great week. Thanks for stopping by.
yeah, very much. So, good night.